And it's this map again.
Ah, the lava flows.
Yeah, where I decided to go to art
Netherlands.
school and just do my own thing. My brother was like, science. It's probably the better idea.
I don't know about that.
Huh.
I mean,
I feel
maybe for
a
you
l-
the better idea would have been to start streaming back in high school, right? Just never go to college.
Well, so I found out about YouTubing and streaming, well, YouTubing and, like, Let's Plays freshman year of college, and I'm like, this is a neat thing. And then just, like, watched them for 4 years, and then eventually I'm like, oh, this looks really fun, I should probably do this, and jumped into it. And so the answer is, yeah, I probably should have started a long time ago.
But the thing was, back when we were young, YouTube was just for the people who had, sure, played games, but they only... Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, okay, I got stuck. I got stuck in... You put the barricade down, and it notched me into the edge of the wall, but I was able to jump out.
Oh.
But I just remember YouTube a long time ago just being... People would compile cutscenes for games, but they wouldn't actually show gameplay or commentary. And then you would have the people that made flash animations.
Ciao. Barf
Yes?
on me. Come and barf on me.
Meh.
Give me that sweet barf, thank you.
Yuck.
Mama bird. Baby bird.
Let's see. Good to go.
Oh, right. Remember that video that you showed me of the flamingos regurgitating for their baby?
yeah.
It's horrifying.
Is it any more horrifying than any other bird?
Oh, it's definitely because
so-
what they upchuck is blood red.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Flamingo crop is blood red, which, you know...
The issue is flamingos are just that much worse than every other bird.
sort of.
Well,
so
this particular
effectively,
video was bad.
effectively, you take a look, or I guess you kind of, you see a chick, and it's ready and waiting for foodsies. You see its parent, ready and waiting to deliver foodsies. And then you see the other parent with its beak firmly implanted in what looks to be the,
Head of the first parent.
yeah, with blood just dripping down the first parent's head. And because they're flamingos, they just have those, like, beady little dot eyes that honestly
They're
look like they...
staring blankly.
Yeah, so it honestly looked like this flamingo had brain damage because its partner had just beaked it right in the brain pan. And it's just like, oh no, like, this is bad wrong.
I'm
And then
pretty
no.
into the idea of flamingos being vampires, though.
Well, this would be like somebody, was it trepanning?
Is that what you do when you're sapping a tree?
No, that's when you, like, drill a hole in somebody's head.
Oh, but you drill holes in trees for sap, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was just horrifying. When I initially
It
saw
was-
it, I thought it was blood.
Yeah, I thought it was blood, and I thought it was, like, killing the other parent. I'm just like, this is grim. This is wrong.
And the funny thing was the other parent wasn't even delivering anything.
Yeah, it was just sitting there waiting for something, and the baby was like, feed me. The parent capable of feeding the child is just like,
Dumping all the contents on the other parent's head.
Well, yeah. There was just, everything about it was just baffling.
And that's what YouTube's for.
Pretty much.
Oh, are we waiting on me?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to open my chest. That's alright.
It's okay, it dumps all the items on the ground.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mine. Mine.
Just
Mine.
grabbing all the gems.
Mine. I will admit, hard mode definitely does up the challenge. This is...
We're not on hard mode though, are we?
Yeah, no, we're on medium. Because
just
I'd
like-
done hard mode, and it was just brutal. and also I wasn't getting any usable equipment. Like, there's item level requirements, and so, like, I still can't use the hard mode gear that I've picked up. I'm like a weird hodgepodge of just garbage, yeah.
So the items get pretty good then, or they're just high requirements but aren't that good?
High requirements, but it's, you know, average good. Dang. I don't know what it is, but every once in a while when I'm shooting, I think it's me. It could have been my fireball that hit, but something just takes like 800 damage, and I'm like, huh, mine. Let's see. Okay, so we got... let's see. I do not remember which side the ogres come from.
Or are there drakes or things like that this game?
There are. I'm setting up to probably deal with them.
I like the added touch of having things knock on the door.
Oh yeah, you see.
It sets a strong implication for me that given that we choose when they're allowed in, that they're like politely knocking on the door.
Can we come in yet?
We heard it was a dinner party.
We're getting bored.
And here they are, coming in all peacefully, and here I am with my bow, and I'm gonna just start shooting them.
Where's the hors d'oeuvres? We brought presents.
It's really
Why are you
amusing
killing
how
us? We
flashy the
would have
dragon
given
on
you
this
these gems
dragon
freely.
bazooka is.
You're doing what in the what who? Sorry? I was too...
I have a dragon bazooka, and it seems awfully fleshy.
Fleshy?
Yeah, it's moving around like it's organic.
Oh.
Come over here and look at my dragon.
I'm not sure if any of you like played around with this yet.
Oh yeah.
See, it's moving.
Yeah. It's a full-on actual dragon head you've got there.
Oh, did you just give me the money? Did you want Carl to get the money?
Probably.
I mean, it can go to wander, but it can also just go to not be and not be my problem. See, it's not because I need wander to have it. It's because I'm liable to get myself killed, and I forget if this game takes away gems when you die or not.
It does not.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hooray!
We're out of...
Out of what?
Can you sell this trap? We're actually at a tower cap, and I need some space.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'll demolish
I gotta get like one
I'm not sure if either of you
trap.
realize this, but there's a volcanic thing that when it explodes and goes up, it'll launch you off of it.
Yep. Oh yeah. Shell, I think I'm gonna need you to get rid of the one on the other side too.
Fine. Should I just dedicate all my money into upping my character then? If you're just gonna be the one building?
I mean, I'm definitely not doing anything other than putting points in stats for this character. But you have 4 characters, so you might as well have one of the other characters specialize in their buildings.
Yeah. So I guess I should... I don't... I probably didn't need another Deadly Striker tower. But I wanted it.
I think that was part of it, was in the original it was also that they cost 10. And that, like, the other ones didn't cost as much. Yeah, so is the DPS better per, like, unit thing that it required?
I think they're okay now. I think they're kind of vaguely worth it. I'll have to take a look at the tower stuff. I think,
you know, I believe it, it's not always, like...
I think Shell does kind of bring up a reasonable point that is, I probably shouldn't hog all of the towers and let her put some things down instead of having the sniper towers, because they're not that necessary in comparison to her having stuff down.
Is the experience evenly distributed between all of us regardless of how important we are? Okay.
Correct. Nice.
This is why I didn't want to hold on to gems. It's not the enemies that get me, it's the fact that I love double jumping.
I want you to fire me. Fire me, fire... whatever. I'm supposed to be playing around with these weird fire pot things, but they won't fire me.
Hey,
I'm unlaunchable.
does the store work in this game? Is it back at the, like, bartender guy? Is he just the store still?
No. I don't think you could actually talk with him.
Yeah, I was trying to. What? Where do we spend money, then?
Upgrades.
Oh, is that all? You can't buy items, you have to find them?
I think so. It'd be
Okay.
nice if you could buy, like, a little bit, or, like, some kind of modifier, or something.
Yeah, because I
It's
remember it was, like, the shopkeeper often had these, like, ludicrously expensive items that you, like, would sometimes want, sometimes not want, and, like, you check it occasionally. I don't remember it adding much to the game. I don't think I often used anything he had. But it's more just like, I guess you gotta find at least one good item and then make it worth upgrading rather than...
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of greens yet, so it's not super... super worth upgrading. And the upgrade costs get very pricey very fast. Okay, so I think actually the thing that can go on the cutting room floor is my lightning towers more than anything else.
Oh, because it just doesn't get to them?
Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of my lightning towers. Shell, you want to get some trap downs closer to the enemy exits? Because I think putting them in the lightning auras is more or less not worth it.
Okay. I just didn't know if slowing them would keep them in the traps longer, but... yeah.
It does, but most things are near death at that point anyway, so like...
Okay.
while true is worth, probably not. Alright, I'm good to go whenever. If you guys have mana just to upgrade structures, I guess. Except for you, Shell, you can go bananas. Are you... By the way, Shell, are you... Did you make 2 Huntress characters?
Nope. Not yet.
You should probably do that. Like, now, I guess? So that you have 1 character for,
Because you can't respec easily.
Well, you can respec really easily, but the point is, if you have one of the 2 characters dedicated to traps and the other to,
Then you can just keep flipping between them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so you don't have to respec ever. You just have 2 different ones. I have nearly 100,000 gold. I have no idea what to spend it on.
Ah. Didn't make the double jump.
Mine? Mine? Looks like so many gems, but it's actually just kind of not.
Probably need to put skill points in this
What?
character
Oh,
before I
no.
can expect that.
What's wrong?
I might understand.
Understand what?
I just looked at my spike barricades and I just realized it has like no HP. I think I might have made the spike barricades as the wrong character.
Oh.
It's the one downside to having a having 2
Multi-characters,
squires with no skins in the game. Like, you should at least be able to like dye your character a
Yeah, they
different
should
color
have
or
different
something.
colors.
So once you ever finish Dicey Dungeons? I haven't yet. It's on the roguelike roulette. I'll come back to it here and there. Oh, God. I really goofed it with these spiked barricades. Whoops. So, I get... Oh, wow. I just got killed. Let's see. Beyond, I guess, this and, like, the occasional video game, I mentioned a while back potentially doing, like, a tabletop campaign. Is your schedule still kind of up for that, or no, not really?
I could do that, but it depends on how frequent. I think you'd said, like, not every week, right?
No, so currently I have another D&D campaign that is going every other week with,
Some hiccups, though.
with, yeah.
Usually there's conflicting... Wow, ouch. I got
And
bombed there.
I was thinking we could try and set something up, because I'm going to have scheduling conflicts, because we've got a 4-person campaign. 5-person campaign, I guess, if you count me. And I was thinking it would be kind of fun to have, like, not one-off campaigns, but, after seeing Star Wars and being at, Oh yeah, by the way, neat trick with ogres. You can actually just kite them backwards. Sometimes. Maybe not. I think it's focused on you. But if you don't actually want to deal with it wrecking your walls, you can just, like, go say hi to it, and it'll, it gets really distracted. It's great. D&D campaigns are kind of like YouTube collaborations, like herding wet cats. I own a ton of catnip. I've been lucky so far. I mean, we only got to do 2 sessions before we had to go on a month-long break, I think. But I'd like to do more. But I was thinking, yeah, just having a, having like a backup campaign that we do more occasionally, especially when I have scheduling issues with the other group, would be probably easier on your schedule, and I could play around a little bit more. Because it would probably just be like a one shot or like 2 shot every single time, but with like the same universe and characters. We're at Star Wars
Galaxy's Edge, yeah.
Galaxy's Edge, and there were a bunch of stormtroopers around, and they were pretty charming. I was thinking it would be kind of funny to just have a campaign set in like sci-fi universe where the player characters are stormtroopers, but the Empire isn't like strictly evil. I just want to have all the, like, half the characters be faceless stormtroopers.
I mean, we could certainly come up with, like, yeah, plenty of our own, like, this is, like, not quite a Star Wars normal thing.
Yep. So, like, a West Marches. Yeah, exactly. So I could even have a mild rotating cast, you know, as long as it's not between missions, but every session is just kind of like, okay, there's interlopers in the wherever, and they're there's a crime boss.
Oh, what does C do? It's like some kind of nature aura going around my character.
It's a buff move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I really know about it.
Is there a reason why we're waiting?
I'm very quickly equipping some stuff onto my guys. Oh, can they finally use the stuff? I think they can. Alright, this is going to take me a little bit. I've been holding on to a boatload of green items, and I need to,
Yeah, now I do poison damage.
Or we're going on to the next one. That's fine. Oh, let's see. Do we want to go up to hard mode at some point?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm fine with doing a hard mode and losing, but if we're definitely going to absolutely lose, then it's going to be kind of, like, hopeless then.
I think we'll be fine just because I've beaten these. Why don't we finish this level on medium? Okay. Do it now or do it after this one? Okay. This was the final level from the closed beta. Let's do it now. Let's leave out.
Okay.
See, Wanderer's Broforce next. We tried that, I think. The problem is Broforce is the kind of game that gets stale after, like, the first.
Is there a reason why this crystal has an exclamation point? Is there a campaign mode?
Yeah, we've been doing campaign mode.
Ah.
I think the story is currently still not in the game yet.
But hey, I thought that we were playing this because it was released.
It's early access.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was just gonna have us play what's currently in the game, and then at some point we come back once it's like hit 1.0 with a bunch of higher level characters and just be like, okay, now that the cutscenes are in the game, because there's supposed to be a boss here.
I still remember the chest becoming an immensely large central focus in this place.
That was a weird bug.
Was it a bug? It felt like a feature.
I think he had posted it to Twitter, and
I did.
It was funny.
Unfortunately, the developers did not care.
They didn't see it.
Yeah, or they just didn't respond. Both
Are there bigger people than your channel that were covering this game?
Not a whole lot of people. I think there's some streamers that are bigger than me. I'm not actually that big of a Twitch channel.
Okay, anything we should put down? Or is it pretty much going to be barricades for you?
Yeah, we need to start with the barricades. This will be a lot easier.
I'll throw my money on the ground if you're going to take it. Never mind. Where did Wander go? Over there?
I'm on top of the crystal here.
There you go.
Yeah, I just had to very quickly
change characters.
Well, now that I can actually use some of this higher tier gear, I gotta quickly chuck it on all of my characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been using grabbage this entire time. Okay, so this guy would need a chest piece, but I gotta be level 20 for that. Never mind. If I upgraded this. So interesting thing on upgrading, by the way, you can actually upgrade different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually upgrade projectile speed, elemental damage, projectile count, range damage, melee damage, power, skill, casting.
Is there a way to look at what my skills do? Like the F and the C? How do I read that?
I haven't been able to find it yet.
I think you can see it somewhere.
Yeah, because I know that there's that buff, but I don't know what it does particularly.
Oh, power skill casting. That's how that works.
The healing is self-explanatory, and the falcon is self-explanatory too.
I've had
I'm just gonna enter combat phase, and I'm just gonna like see if I can look at.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Sometimes goblins get by, so keep an eye out for them sneaking here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be some orcs on this one, and goblins and dark elves.
Okay, I can almost have a complete defense here. Let's see. Wander, do you ever think you'll be a big enough YouTuber that you'll have inexplicable appearances in video games? That'd be awesome.
What's inexplicable experiences?
What, appearances?
Appearances?
It'd be like,
oh.
You know, cameos. I don't know. There's a couple of YouTubers that definitely have that sort of thing happen. Personally, I'd be more interested in something close to like what Jesse Cox had with Baldur's Gate 3, where he got to like present Baldur's Gate 3, which is nuts. Okay, so this actually does a little bit more damage. I'd love to just like have random cameos. I think that would be really cool. I remember there was a developer a long time ago that was like, "Hey, Wander, can I use your likeness in like the indie game that I'm making?" And
were you a grumpy old man?
No, it was just he was trying to make like a roguelike using like other roguelikes as. I don't even remember what it was now that I'm thinking about it. It was effectively there was no like visible player character in Tower of Guns, and he wanted my like Wanderbot avatar to be the representative, I guess, of that specific game.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and so he was gonna have like the fish from Nuclear Throne, Isaac from Isaac, and a couple other things.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
But
did it work?
No, I never heard anything of it. Let's see. Do you guys have any
Money?
Gems?
You want me to give you money?
Fund me.
Money.
Ooh, wow. Somebody was.
I was holding out.
I have
I'm a
more.
selfish individual.
Okay. But yeah, realistically, I think the Wanderbot avatar could work. I've had like a couple of pseudo cameo things that people have like offered. There was a hack and slash party game. It was like Frankie's Revenge that made like a Wanderbot fridge. Unfortunately,
A fridge?
yeah, there was like a Wanderbot fridge like chess piece that you could get,
Oh.
which was cute. The problem is they were like, "Oh man, you can't wait to see you show it off in the game." But I would have had to play like 6-7 hours to grind up to the point where I'd unlock it because it was like one of the later unlocks. And I was just like, I lost a lot of immediate motivation there because I was just like, I'd like to promote your game, but I also like don't like that game, like your game that much.
Hey.
I mean, I feel bad, but like 6-7 hours is a lot of content to dedicate to a game that I'd normally dedicate a one-off to.
I wonder.
Like, sir,
You're gonna have to get back to the chicory people because we were designing
Yes.
some assets for them.
yeah, they had responded to me as we were hopping on the plane. I got a lot of emails the day we hopped on the plane to Disney, and I was just like, why now? Imagining one day Wander gets a game with his face plastered on the cover. I'd be a little upset. I'd be okay with it if they, like, as long as it wasn't art that I had done and was just obviously a likeness, I'd be like, I feel conflicted because I really don't like it when people take my stuff.
We've been dealing with that a lot lately.
Yeah, anywhere from just stealing artwork to someone stole my artwork for their channel art, and I destroyed their channel. That was weird. I still am not sure how I feel about that one. I think if it were anything
all the
else,
rest of
I
their
would
content
have.
was stolen too. So
Yeah, it was just one of those Reddit stories channels, and I'm like, I mean, I feel bad because the idea of somebody like being able to destroy my channel would honestly, well, horrifies me a little. At the same time, it's just like, you don't do that.
they were doing all their branding with your stuff.
Yeah.
And this day and age, the whole "I found it on the internet" excuse just doesn't pan out. Because all those, yeah, because all those
Someone
sites.
just ignored you?
Wait, what?
Huh. Oh, YouTube just flat out ignored me when I reported someone for stealing your assets. Try again.
Well, okay. So the problem with the Digital Millennium Copyright Act is the copyright holder has to be the one to make the report. Other people can't make it on the copyright holder's behalf.
One thing I've noticed though is they are biased. The bigger you are, the more likely they are to just jump on you. So like big companies followed by, you know, anything with a trademark, followed by big YouTubers, followed by a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, so are you saying someone else had issues with their art being stolen?
Yeah. Elzarath was talking about having his stuff getting jacked.
It also depends on where it's placed. I noticed that YouTube is good about if it's in a video, or in a thumbnail, they'll take it down. But if it's in an icon or a banner, they don't respond to you and they go, go use our troubleshooter, but the troubleshooter specifically doesn't have anything for icons or banners. And then you go to their other things and it says, send us an email. And then you send all the email and yep, personal information. And then they go, no, go back to the troubleshooter. And I have to explain, your troubleshooter doesn't have...
Are you guys ready?
These. Yeah, I am. I just...
I think I did it, right? Oh.
I keep pressing G.
The G.
Yeah, it doesn't show the G for us.
That was weird.
It usually does for me, and then it just like didn't that time for some reason. So I thought I had gone, but I had not.
Yeah, it hasn't been showing up consistently. But no, unfortunately a lot of the forms just send you around in circles, and it's annoying. Because you would think that icons and banners would be the first thing people would steal.
This is like the one map where the lightning tower is just hilarious. I will be taking all of this. So, I will admit, actually, my defense is done, so if you want to put some traps down, I'm good to go.
Okay, that sounds nice. I just have to figure out the most effective spots to put down traps and what type of damage to do.
Let's see. Ideally, avoid lightning.
Okay.
Fire and lightning are my two main damage sources, so if you could do anything
Poison.
else...
Yeah.
Poison is good, yeah. Have you been putting stat points in, by the way?
Yeah. Just 1 minute. I need to get out of here. Should probably build stuff in the build phase.
Yeah. That's at least the safer thing. That was my father. I am 90% certain. It's one of my parents doing something in the background. That's for sure. Part of the reason why I lived in the cave was like, I don't want any extraneous noises. They're usually fine.
Yeah.
I thought the reason you lived in the cave was because you were a painting goblin.
Well, I mean, it was certainly warmer in there. The painting goblin situation lasted for a very short period of time. Oh. And now that makes me want to play The Sims.
The Sims?
Yeah. Have you never heard this story?
No.
I've forgotten much of it at this point.
I remember it pretty well.
Okay, yeah. You can summarize it if you want.
So it was like a list of most like shameful things people had done to their Sims in the game The Sims. Mm-hmm. And you know, there was a number of kind of like lukewarm ones that weren't like really all that funny, but it got to the last one, which was like this person was like, oh yeah, so whenever I start a new save file in The Sims, the first thing I do is I make a character whom I'll refer to as the painting goblin, who
just makes paintings.
Yeah, who I give the traits likes to be inside, like introverted, like loves to paint, and then I like wall him into the basement and give him a refrigerator and a bathroom and a bed, and that's it. And then just let him just do painting for like his entire life down there. And there's just no access to the upper floor for the like family that he's like financing with his paintings. And so the painting goblin like enables the middle class lifestyle of a bunch of other people that live above and don't know of his existence.
Oh my. I remember my friends had The Sims. And one thing that we found amusing was that the characters that they'd created would fall in love with different people seemingly every day.
Oh.
And it was bad because then there'd be a lot of... It was like a soap opera. There was drama all around.
I believe we have the last 2 recent Sims games. I don't think I have all the DLC though, because that is madness.
The only one that I'd be interested in playing is the one where it's like medieval fantasy. Or maybe if there was a sci-fi one. But for me, the setting of a game matters.
Okay. I'm going to stand by my statement from earlier that I'm just pretty sure the Chain Lightning Tower just isn't very good. It does 90 damage. My fireballs do about 1,000.
I thought it hit really quickly, too. Does it not?
It does. No. I think the problem is, I guess it doesn't, like, reset very quickly, because it'll just kind of sit there for, like, after it's done the 90 damage really quickly, then it's just kind of like, alright.
It does sit there for a little while. I think the main thing is it covers all angles as well, so you just kind of put it in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't think you have many of them, but I think it does the job of clearing a lot of the small minions that have immunity to fire.
Truth.
Like, I don't think it's better than the fire tower, no. But I think that the fire tower only does one thing.
Yeah, I was just using the monk electricity auras, and I think those were more successful.
Oh, that's a good point. They're probably a lot more consistent, certainly, and that's valuable.
Yeah. By the way, Shelly, you might want to invest into HP on your traps.
I thought I had, but maybe I can use more so. Yeah, let me see. Let's see, repair.
Alright, we got an ogre coming from the central one this time. We have 24 with bombs from the side. From the sides.
Oh boy. Well, I'm about as good to go as I think I'm gonna get.
We haven't repaired a lot of the towers.
Yeah, we should.
Oh. Well, I'm out of juice. I believe.
Did I, like, give someone all my gems?
I have 250 gems.
Just go around repairing. I mean, you could give me stuff, but then I would just do the exact same thing.
So I should upgrade things, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Upgrade and or repair. Either or.
Okay, upgraded this barrier. Insufficient resources, it says.
Okay. And I'm good to go. I decided to put down a enrage barrier, so we'll have to see how that works.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
They blow themselves up.
These are tough.
Because unfortunately I have no idea how the enrage works. Supposedly it makes things fight each other. Okay. Ogre up yet? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see. Oh, the lightning tower is new. No, but he didn't unlock them from the start, so it might seem like it's new. At least that would be my bet. But yeah, I want to play The Sims at some point just to make a small horde of horrors with character creation, because that would be a thing of beauty. Ethan, have you ever seen any of the weird genetic monstrosities that I've created in some of my series, or no, not really?
Not really. Are you telling me that you're a prime competitor to Monster Factory?
No. I don't think I can get even close. But, well, I mean, some of my, like, Dark Souls characters definitely compete.
Oh, there's the ogre.
Ah, shit.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa.
That
What is
ogre-
he throwing? What was he going?
That was nice. Oh, that sound effect is just too repetitive for me.
Which one?
So I'm shooting him with my R2, and so he makes like a grunt noise every time you hit him.
Oh.
The problem is I'm hitting him twice with every shot, so it's just sounds really weird.
At this point, is he one of the last things left on the...
Yeah, there's a couple of suiciders.
I see, the ones with the dynamite on their backs.
By the way, C makes you go into boost mode.
Oh, right.
So if you want to do more damage.
There we go. I forgot about that.
I think you do also heal over time and some other things while it's going on. How dare you hit my towers, you gigantic clobber knot. There we go.
Whoa. Completed Act 1.
That was some levels.
And was that on hard?
Yeah, it was on hard.
Nice.
I didn't feel too bad. I mean, the ogre feels like, as long as you have enough people there to distract, it's like not actually that dangerous.
Yeah, it's just giant HP pool that is scary.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I am good to go.
Just have a lot of gear.
Yeah, that's why I put on the loot filters, because I figured that would make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
My approach to this is just to pick up everything, and then if it's like green, equip it, and then just repeat that until I run out of green things to equip.
It's not a bad idea.
Mostly just because I guess I could tell it to filter things that are only upgrades, but then I definitely have characters that I'm like not currently using that I don't know what their equipment is.